What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be making custom rod holders for all these fishing rods that I have just lying in the corner. I got some in my truck, got some in my boat. I wanted to make an organized place to put these things. I have 4 kids, so this is really not ideal because they could easily grab them, break them, make my life miserable. So today I've got some lumber that I had just lying around the garage. I believe these are 1x3s. I've seen people do this with 2x4s or some other lumber as well. And I'm gonna take these, drill some holes in them, hang them on the ceiling so the kids can't get to them. They're out of the way and they are organized. There's less risk of them breaking. So, starting with a hole saw. I got a 1.5 inch hole saw hooked up to my drill. I'm just gonna measure this out. I've clamped the 2 pieces together because there's going to be a butt end and a tip end. I just want to make sure that they are even. So I'm going to drill the holes through both of them at once. So I have them clamped down. I'm just going to mark every 4 inches. I'm going to put a hole, so that gives me far enough distance between all the rods that the reels can hang there and not just be rubbing up against each other. I'll have lots of room for that. So I am going to throw this camera on the tripod and we'll get to drilling some holes in this puppy. Let's do this. Okay, first half is done. Just gotta sand a little bit to make it look a little bit prettier. Oh, look at that. Gonna be able to fit a lot of rods in there. Just got to do the second board, sand her up, and we are good to start hanging it. And there we have it, guys. All the holes are cut out, ready to go. So I'm just gonna sand some of this. It's just some rough edges going on. So just gonna take sandpaper to that really quick on each hole just to make it nice and a little bit smoother so it's not catching anything. And then we'll be ready to put this on the wall. But first, let's just do a quick fitment test. Grab one of these rods here. Throw the butt end through. Oh, that's perfect. So that's how it's gonna sit, just like that. Man, this is gonna be awesome. All right. Time to do some sanding. Let's do this. Okay, sanding is all complete. It's looking pretty good. Need to dust off a little bit of it, but no crazy rough edges, nice and smooth. It's looking pretty good. So now next step, we need to measure out exactly where we're gonna mount it on the ceiling. So I'm gonna get out the measuring tape, mark it on the ceiling, and then strap these bad boys to the roof. Okay, so I figured out whereabouts I'm gonna put it on the roof. But before I put it up there, I got these angled braces. So they're just gonna sit on the edge like this. And then the top flat part goes in the ceiling so that they'll just hang from above. So I'm just gonna put these on the boards first so that when I'm up there, I just have to put in the screws in the ceiling and we'll be good to go. Okay, brackets are on. Now I'm just gonna double check fitment on the roof. I'm just going to take a rod and hold it up and make sure where I've marked up there is going to work, because obviously you don't want it to be too far apart where your rods aren't going to reach. You don't want it too short either. It would be cumbersome to put them in and out. Yeah, so let's give that a try. Okay guys, well there you have it. That is the finished product. I am pretty happy with that. All out of the way, nothing in the corner. Well, I just have my fly rod there. Maybe I'll put a bracket on the one side just for the fly rod because it is inside of a case. But the rest of them fit awesome. I will say one thing. I forgot that I have a very small ultralight rod, like short. This guy here, 5'6", and it is just right at its limit. So I tested with what I thought was my shortest rod in the garage, but I had that one. So if you're gonna make it, just double check your shortest rod. Unlike me, but everything else awesome. Like there's gaps in between the reels, like they're not touching or anything. It's perfect. I couldn't be happier. They're off the ground. I have it just sitting the way it is right now, but the OCD in me wants to take it longest rod to shortest rod, bait caster to spinning, so that's what I'll probably do. After I clean up this mess, I still have a lot of organizing to do in here. I have all this tackle. I had it organized, and you go on a couple fishing trips and it just gets to be a disaster, so I've got to organize that, clean that up a little bit, get a few things off the ground here, and yeah, well, it's life with 4 kids. So, well guys, I couldn't be happier with this project. It did exactly what I needed it to do. It was cheap, it was simple. Most people have a drill at home already. If not, you know somebody who has a drill that you could borrow. I can't remember how much I paid for these 1x3s. I had them in the garage from a different project, but a 2x4 cost $2.50. Super cheap. I went to the local fish store and I priced out how much. I think it's Berkley makes these, and I can't remember. It was going to be an absurd amount for me to get as many to hold, you know, all of my rods, and I still have more rods on my boat. So this was easy, cheap. I mean, it took a little bit of time with the sanding just because I wanted to make it look as good as possible, but I am super happy with the finished product. Now I can look, see what rods I need, grab them for the day. When I come back home, throw them back up there, safe from the kids, out of the way, in a good spot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time.